It's Bob and Tom This Week, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. November 12, 2020.
It's a great day.
The year marches on, right on, overall, on the top of all of us. Hi, Tom.
Chick.
Hello, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
I said hello, Christy.
I said hello, Chick.
I didn't know if you could hear me over your pants. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Chick.
Nobody can see my pants.
I can't see her. Whoa. They're loud. Those are like a lot going on there. Now, camo.
Looks like
I'm not sure what you're camouflaging from. Something gray and white.
This is from the jigsaw puzzle pattern. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Josh.
Hey, Chick.
Ace. Chick. Willie.
More Chick.
And here's Tom.
Thank you very much.
Right back at it.
Pat, if we put you in just the right suit right now with your hair slicked back like that, you look like a Don.
Oh.
Except for the glasses. The
I
glasses.
think I could lose the glasses.
Don don't wear glasses.
The glasses,
it's a sign of
the glasses have that CVS $1 a pair look.
Oh, they're 50 cents.
You had a really, didn't you have a really nice pair of readers at one point? And
I had fancy Ray-Ban readers.
Yeah, Ray-Ban readers. Those are nice.
Somebody left them on my table.
Yeah, they stopped selling those, apparently, yeah.
Those are very nice.
You can buy your own pair is what I'm saying.
You haven't seen my finances.
No, Pat, seriously, with the hair slicked back like that, you really have that look.
For an Irish guy, it's not bad, yeah.
Oh, there's that movie about the Irishman and the mob, the Irishman.
You come to me on the day of my son's karate lesson? The stakes aren't as high.
You come to me when the bar's still open?
Subtle differences, yeah.
We have some music coming up from Pat, and that was our first Veterans Day request. I know Veterans Day officially yesterday, but every day should be Veterans Day, and we're going to squeeze in some more of these requests. Boy, we had some great ones. Yesterday we had something so obscure I'd forgotten we did it, but boy, was it terrific.
Generation X-Lax?
Yeah, the X-Lax tribute, Generation X-Lax. I'd forgotten how funny that was.
We had some games canceled. Got some more games canceled. Booger Mayfield back on the field.
Nice.
He's come out of COVID.
Good.
We had the Cy Young Award winners announced. We'll have all that.
Oh.
Okay,
cool.
Very good. Christine.
And we might talk with Ed Ogeron later this morning. We're going to talk with him about
we did have some
college football. If they're going to start canceling games, they just go ahead and give it to LSU is what I say. I don't understand.
Well, coach, I
don't want to give a damn.
Watch your language, coach.
Even we're the sickest team on the planet. We're still winning games. So I don't understand what the hell
coach,
problem is.
When one of your players...
Hey, what are you, like 6'2", about 220,
I'm about 6'2", 220. Yeah, I can play.
Yeah, you're damn right you can. We'll get you right into shape.
I used to be a right
Take a lap right now. I like that. Oh, look at him move. Oh, he's the best. Put a tiger right on the side of your head. That's right.
Tiger on your head. I've lost my place.
I can't help but notice we have holiday cups already from Starbucks.
Huh? Where?
Oh, yeah. That's... I didn't...
Well, I mean,
what is going on? You two are turning into the Scrooge
They are the smartest people on the planet. They know that we're all Christmasing early this year. And
I guess.
They've got their finger on the pulse.
Yeah, it's a losing fight, I think. Let's let Christmas happen early.
I lost it with myself.
Yeah.
Oh, did you put your tree up already?
No, I was in the car yesterday. My 7-year-old and I were driving around, and I was explaining to her why the Bruce Springsteen version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town is the greatest version of all time.
Let me get a 20. How old is she again?
7.
Okay. All right.
Well,
that is the most joyful Christmas song. I know, because Bruce, in his later years, has gotten a little bit dour. Philadelphia, death and awful.
That one song really changed your life.
Well, a lot of his stuff's a little bit depressing. Working and dying, and it's gray. But when he gets the joyful thing going, it's the best. Clarence, how's your saxophone? Oh, God, it's the best. But yeah, so
Clarence. Clarence is
did Finn agree with you? Did she like the song? Did you play it for her?
Oh, yeah. For some reason, we've got on this Christmas thing. So she's already very excited about it.
Okay.
She seriously asked me yesterday out of nowhere, will the elf on a shelf be wearing a mask?
Oh, all right.
Right there, you got to go, okay, life is good.
Yeah,
She's
very sweet.
Still into the elf on a shelf. So in any event,
stupid question if you ask me, Finley. Grow up.
Oh,
I'm just being a jerk.
Be careful. Okay, now.
Be careful.
Well, you don't want to hurt any little kids' feelings.
No.
I'm going to squeeze
toughen them up.
Can't wait for you to make that little mask.
Make them tough.
Oh, we already have them.
You have the little mask for the elf on the shelf?
Yeah, remember when this whole mask thing started? We had our cake lady.
Yeah, I know.
We had Amy make little masks for her American Girl dolls.
Right. But they have to be even smaller for the elf, don't they?
Yeah, the elf on the shelf is smaller than the American Girl.
Our elf is life size.
No kidding. I'm surprised you don't have somebody you met in a restaurant.
Sit there
hired him as your elf on the shelf. And
we got Oskay coming over. He's the elf on the shelf now.
Miguel, how are you? Miguel, how's the family? Jeff, just sit there. Could you try to write a couple of Hitswater jokes while you're sitting up there?
Oh, God, that's
Could you possibly shave? It's really ridiculous. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here. This is the 12th of November, 2020. Got a very special, unusual request here. It's going to be live, so get ready.
Oh, boy.
Josh?
Yes?
Do some deep breathing. Get yourself ready.
Oh.
There's Ace. There's Chick. Josh is, of course, at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk and chair. There's Christy Lee. I'm Tom. That's Willie G and Patty G. Hey, Pat.
Hey.
Good stuff this morning. Now, Josh, we're trying to do as many veterans as requests as we can. This is kind of an unusual one. It's a request for a story. Once again, United States Marine Corps. From James, wants to hear the Josh Arnold lobby of the hotel in New Orleans story.
Oh, my goodness.
He says, P.S. Tell Chick I said, how about you?
Oh.
Houston.
Wait. Well, how about that?
You can do a little version.
Sure, a great time in New Orleans was had by a buddy of mine and I, and just a weekend of wonderful food and booze and
and booze, nothing better.
Yes, and by the end of it, I wasn't feeling too well, and I was checking out of my hotel. I checked out. I went outside, and my stomach let me know that I had checked out a little too soon. This was an emergency. Yeah, I had to really use the restroom.
Older hotel, right?
Oh yes, very beautiful, but very old. And I walk in back into I go up to the front desk and say, "Hey, I just checked out. Is there any way I can get back up into my room for a second?" And she goes, "No." And I go, "Well, is there a restroom here in the lobby?" And she goes, "Yeah, it's that door across the lobby, and a very busy lobby, people checking in and out." And I walk across and I open the door, and it's just a one-seater, which is fine. It's all I need. So I go in and I sit down, and the door of the bathroom will not
latch.
Like it won't close. It's stuck. Like it's stuck open. Like the carpet is too thick or something.
Oh, the humidity in New Orleans, I'm sure.
Oh, sure.
The door
so finally,
expanded.
I grab the door and just slam it. Like I just pull it shut, but the lock is broken.
Gotcha.
It won't. So I have to sit on the toilet and reach up and kind of hold the doorknob in case somebody tries to turn it.
Right.
So things start happening. It's bad. It's not a pleasant experience at all. It's really
okay. We get it.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't need that.
And you're facing the door. The door's right there in front of your face.
Yes. And I hear a knock. And I say, I'm in here. And then the door swings open. It rips out of my hands.
Welcome to the lobby.
Yes. And standing there is a man of about 80 years old. And he looks at me and goes, ugh. And I look at him and go, ah. And he goes, I'm sorry. I go, it's okay. Just close the door. And he goes to close the door, but it's stuck. And he's like pulling on it with his old osteoporotic, if that's a word, bones. And I'm like, please close it. He goes, I can't. I go, close it. And he finally lets go of the doorknob, looks at me, and puts his hands in the air and goes, I'm sorry. And just starts backing away.
Oh. Wouldn't somebody help you in the
So now
lobby?
you are poised, sitting in the toilet.
Yes, yeah. And I go, no! And he goes, I'm sorry. Like he's leaving me wounded on the battlefield. So he just sort of disappears. And now I'm facing a busy lobby. I can see everybody, which means they can see me. So I had to kind of get up and cover myself sort of. And because I still had business to take care of.
I cannot believe somebody didn't help you that was in the lobby.
Oh,
I can. They were all too busy trying to get their camera phones to work.
I remember looking a woman in this pantsuit in the eyes. I looked her in the eyes.
Hey, you want some of this, honey?
It was awesome.
Saw right into your soul.
Terrible.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did too. That's why I just asked.
Helter Skelter was a ride until last year.
Yeah.
But it just to be trying to do a tribute to Charles Manson on your face.
Well, you know what?
Here's a guy that I guarantee doesn't have a job with health care benefits.
No.
just guessing.
And also, if you're going to get a Beatles song tattooed in your face, get something nice. Get "I Want to Hold Your Hand." You know, that way everyone knows that you're a sweet guy. Yeah, come together. Right on my forehead.
Yeah, something sweet. Shut up.
Hey, there's the guy with the glass onion on his face. No, the song title. What a stupid idiot. Well, they couldn't get Hitler Schmittler, so you got Helter Skelter.
I guess you could get Hitler Schmittler.
I'm sure.
It's disgusting.
Once again, you seem
why are we tolerant of this?
We shouldn't be.
This guy.
Why are we talking about it? You brought it up.
You should
In
always
fact, if you see him on the street, you're a dirtbag and walk away. Yeah.
You should always be
terrible
tolerant, I think. Don't you think? Tolerance?
I'm assuming
no?
this guy isn't a cardiologist or a...
Tolerance, Josh. Tolerance.
Yes, you certainly wrote the book on that.
Because I'm tolerant of everyone in this room, except...
All of us.
I'm also somewhat skeptical that this guy claims these are Charles Manson's ashes.
Right.
Well, there was a big controversy about that, remember? I could go back and look up the story, but I don't have the energy.
Cadre of idiots trying to get them.
Yeah, it's just a shame Manson can only die once.
Yeah, are we out of napalm? What a stupid thing to do. I'm sorry.
I think I might throw a rock at this man if I see him.
Didn't I see the house where the LaBiancas, is that the name?
Were murdered?
Well, yeah, is up for sale right now in L.A. I'm pretty sure I saw that yesterday.
Oh, how many bathrooms?
I don't know, Willie.
I hope there's new carpet.
Actually, Christy, you said something yesterday that made me, I forgot to mention it. We had the story, I'll dig it up, the story about the Irish surfer.
Yeah?
It was it's a really cool story. This guy is a world-class athlete. He's also he's a surfer as well, but he's what was the name of it? He's part of like the Red Bull team, I think.
Yeah, and he surfed 60-foot wave in Ireland.
Yes, but the story that let me see if I can. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this guy says that he lives 9 miles away from the sea.
Right, and I said, "There's no way he's."
His name is.
How far from DeLand?
Several thousand miles. But thank you. 26 years old. His name is Connor McGuire. Here's the quote. I could hear the deep bass from the ocean rolling through my house. The sound was echoing through the walls.
Non-story.
I knew we were in for something special. I could hear the sea 9 miles away.
There's no way.
I can see the surf leprechaun, Christy.
No way.
Doesn't that sound like something a realtor would say?
Yeah?
Hey, we got this nice property. By the way, you can hear the sea.
It's 9 miles away.
In the event that there's a typhoon.
This is ocean adjacent, is what we like to say.
Yeah. You sure it wasn't 9 blocks and it's just a misprint?
It says 9 miles.
Are Australian miles like 10 feet or something?
Well, this is Ireland.
It's Ireland.
Oh, Ireland, yeah.
That'd be your clicks, right? Kilometers?
Anyway.
I mean, it depends on the sound. I'm at a physics website, and it's saying that you can hear things from many, many miles away. Sometimes.
When the waves are hitting the shore.
This one happens to be a nuclear explosion, but you...
depends on the atmosphere and the moisture in the air.
Right.
The sun rose twice that day.
That's exactly right, my friends.
Okay.
July 16th, 1945!
Okay. So anyway, Helter Skelter. Have you seen a picture of this guy?
No, and I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
No, he's got to be awful.
Yeah. It's pretty rough.
I bet that's not his only tattoo either.
Well, that's, I don't care about that. It's just that on your face, that's a bold move.
You know, Dickie Dick and I, we made our own tattoos. We got us some barbed wire, and we sharpened it down and then dipper in the ink. And then I did Dickie Dick right above his ass crack.
That's right. I had to kill a porcupine. He took some of the quills and heat them up.
That's the only way to get a tattoo.
You know, we were requested to speak today, Chick, by Lieutenant Colonel of the Army, 32 years.
The Dickie Dick Brothers?
Oh, yeah. Ed, he said he wanted to hear the Dickie Brothers.
The Dickie Brothers, all right.
I bet he does it now.
We're famous. We're famous, Dickie Dick.
Dickie Dick, what is the tattoo above your gluteal cleft?
Well, that's my mama there. She's, she always said,
hang on just a second, Mr. Knowles. It's our business, none of yours.
That's right. Mama always said I had a cute tush.
Dickie, what's your name, Daryl Dick? What is
his name's Dick Dick. That's Dickie Dick.
Okay, Dick Dick. What is the
Ricky,
tattoo above your...
Ricky Dick? Is it Ricky Dick?
That's right.
Oh, Ricky Dick.
I got to remember this.
Ricky Dick.
Go ahead, boy.
Dickie Dick. Ricky Dick, sorry.
I'm sorry, what is it, boy?
What is the tattoo above your gluteal cleft?
Mine?
Yes.
Well, that's up. You remember the from Nightmare on Halloween that Timmy Burton song? It's that big skinny guy with the big fat
Jack Skellington.
That's right. It's my two favorite movies.
That's right.
Nightmare on Christmas and the Karate Kid. He's in the crane pose.
Look Look at him there.
Right above.
Here, I'll show it to you.
Right above the dirt button there.
That's right.
Okay, how tall?
His right foot's in my ass crack.
How tall? Oh, so it's how many inches is it?
Like 8 inches, 9
wow.
inches.
So
9 inches. Oh, I have an exceptionally long ass crack.
Yeah, if he spreads his cheeks, the piles look like rocks on the sand.
I told you that in confidence.
Well, your lieutenant friend will be.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, he's mad.
He's mad.
This is not going the way you expected.
No, not at all. I do have a windbag.
Oh, good.
If you'd like to get back to our discussion about the James Bond.
That is his name, Jack Skillings.
James Bond gun. The P-38 was the military model designed to replace the Luger. The PP was the civilian model, and the PPK was the police model. James Bond used the PPK.
Certainly, okay.
Thank you very much, Windbag Michael.
Wow. Had he existed, yes, he would have used all those guns instead of make-believe.
I think Ian Fleming was involved in British intelligence, and I'm sure that why am I arguing with Dickie Rick?
It's a Rick.
Don't you listen to him there, Dick.
Go ahead. Get nice and comfortable.
Go ahead.
Because you're going to have to fall asleep at some point.
Yeah. Shot away.
Now, Christy, we haven't had time to get to much of the oddities in the news today, but by all means, I think we should right now. Wait a minute.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, fellas.
Hi, Floyd.
I've enjoyed your autopsy program.
You're welcome.
Not really.
I don't know about y'all, but boy, I can already taste that turkey.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had heartburn ever since I went to bed. I don't know if I told you boys, but yesterday was Big D and I's wedding anniversary.
Right?
Oh, great.
Oh, nice.
Even though you're not married anymore.
Well, 25, Christy, but not all in a row, of course, if you count the separation years.
Yeah.
But I made reservations for us at the Shoney's, and they got us a table right by the fire exit, the way Big D likes, of course.
Sure.
That way, if she eats too much, we can just load her on the dolly and roll her out the side door. But anyway, we're kind of getting ready to go out last night for supper celebration, and I was saving, splashing on that aqua velvet she likes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Trim my sideburns. You know, she claims that I do that regularly. I kind of look like Tommy Lee Jones again.
Oh.
But as I was finishing up, clearing out some room for Sony's on the commode, I noticed Big D step out of the shower tub, and she starts drying off, and for the first time ever, she's saved from head to toe.
Oh, wow.
Not a lick of hair on her, you know, kind of like somebody skinned a buck. And she looks at me and she says, I saved for you tonight, darling, so you know what that means. I said, I sure do. Looks like I'm going to have to call your brother so he can stake out the shower drain again. Be another $45. But Shoney's is something else. I don't know about y'all, but eating breakfast for dinner kind of upsets my body clock. What do you think about it?
Oh, does it?
Sure, it confuses things.
So full, my stomach felt like daylight savings. Boy, I don't know about y'all, where you live, but with these temperatures going way above regular, it sure makes it hard to argue against that global warming. I bet you by next fall, Kentucky's going to have a beachhead. Good night.
Okay, thanks. Wow, Big D, shaved head to toe. Yikes.
Got out of the shower and toweled off while he was
It's
right
a
there
hot
on the
night.
toilet.
Hot night for Floyd.
What a lovely couple.
Aqua Velva.
Yes.
I just don't know how he managed to get a reservation at Shoney's day of.
Yeah.
Wow. Because we're talking about Thanksgiving.
We have another Thanksgiving story.
What have you got?
Thanksgiving might look a little bit different this year, but there are some ways to celebrate while still staying safe from the COVID pandemic. Use video messaging apps like Zoom to bring your family together. Position electronic devices or laptops at the table for your guests who are dining remotely.
No.
Yeah, not doing that.
So in other words, you have
I can't wait to not do that.
you have Auntie Gurk is
Sitting there by
a
herself.
laptop sitting next to Josh.
Yes. You can...
Hey, it's a shame that you're your gravy isn't good like this. I mean, maybe after dinner, a quick phone call.
Right.
Well, for guests who don't or can't cook, you can help feed them from afar, either by dropping the food off with reheating and serving instructions, or ordering food from a caterer or restaurant in advance for Thanksgiving Day delivery.
Now, I do know that a lot more people are doing that than ever before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just read a big article about that. The number of people who either have it. Oops, sorry. The number of people who I love that, so let's play it again. The number of people who go to either a restaurant. There used to be a restaurant here where the guy would do deep fried turkeys. That was the best.
I don't think people will probably go to restaurants, but they'll carry out.
Yeah, they're getting carry out from restaurants.
Good. A lot of nice local restaurants.
Sure, help you. You got to support your. This is a great year to support your local restaurant.
Yes,
by the way.
my dad and I used to go to. It was only he and I for a few Thanksgivings there, and we went every year to a restaurant.
Oh, nice.
We'd go to a restaurant, then a movie.
But yeah, Christy's right. This year will be a lot of takeouts.
Right. You can coordinate menus. You can plan meals with remote family and friends by sharing recipes, so you can all serve the same dishes for dinner.
This is all super annoying.
You can play socially distinct games for Thanksgiving this year.
You're right.
Some
I
board
don't
games
know what it is about it. I just hate everything about it.
Played over video messaging apps. Or you can coordinate online games.
We just all want to be with our families. That's what it is. I mean,
well, some of us can't.
No, I know, but that's why it's annoying.
But the good idea here is if someone lives, hundreds of miles away, you can find out a great local restaurant and say, hey, by the way, your Thanksgiving, go pick it up Thanksgiving morning. It's going to be right there for you. I've already paid for it.
Oh, thank you, Tom.
That's a great
where am
idea.
I going?
Oh, I'm happy to do that.
No, I'm kidding.
Actually, you and I both go to the same place for all of our sides, or at least half of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
So, in any event, I just don't like the idea of having the computer laptop sitting on your table. And
I think it's funny. And there's your aunt sitting there.
Yeah. Hey, sorry, Aunt. That story is so boring. We muted you.
Sorry, you get to watch us eat.
If we don't have a sort of Zoom thing, how is Lucy going to zoom in and yell at you about politics like she does every year at Thanksgiving?
Okay.
But again, like Tom said, it's one button.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Karl Marx doesn't get to speak at dinner today.
Boom. Grandma, sorry I tubed Thanksgiving.
Has that become the verb?
If it hasn't, it should now. It has to be a verb now.
No. What's he doing for Thanksgiving?
He's going to do it solo.
Well, I bet she can cook better than I can. Well, anyway, we hope you have a great Thanksgiving.
Of course we do.
We hope you have some tradition of. Now, do you have an unusual tradition in your family, Josh? Is there an unusual dish?
No, one year we did have a Mexican Thanksgiving, and
this sounds like the beginning of a really dangerous joke.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but it wasn't. It was my sister-in-law said, "Hey, we all go to 2 Thanksgivings." Mm-hmm. Except for me. And she goes, so how about when we have ours, we have a bunch of Mexican food instead of the traditional Thanksgiving because we'll all be tired of it. And I was the only one who said, can I please have a traditional Thanksgiving? So we had a Mexican Thanksgiving one year, and it was delicious, but we didn't.
I would love to have Mexican street corn as part with a turkey. And
Sure.
That's the best.
Well, we never did it again, so it was fun, but yeah.
Okay, now where's your mom going to be for Thanksgiving?
Florida.
She could be anywhere. She's rich.
No, she's married to a man named Rich. She's
never going to give up on that. Never.
I love it. I love it. I'm telling you, I think
Not
it's
even
as funny as anything you guys say. I can tell you that.
She's quarantined at an RV park. Is that where? Because she and her husband live in one of those, and they travel around, and now they've been quarantined at this one park, and they're all having Thanksgiving together.
Oh, Aunt Missy's in the kitchen. Mom and Dad are down the hall. I'm eating in the living room, separated by a wall. Grandma's zooming from the home, eating turkey and sweet potatoes. We're trying to keep her safe this year and off the ventilator. Thanksgiving 2020, not a lot of fun. Remember 2019, looking forward to 21. 2020 is a crap show. Stick a fork in it, it's done. Everybody's losing money except Amazon. Thanksgiving 2020, I heard somebody sneeze. Kids, grab your masks and coats. We gotta leave.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, boy.
Bobby Zoomerman.
That's what I was trying to do.
A little bit of Bobby Dylan. Well, thank you very much. Now, We do have more Thanksgiving stuff coming up. And interesting animal news.
Yep.
Also, this is a happy ending story. It involves a heart transplant.
Yes.
And you know the stories where you always see the guy carrying the cooler?
Yep.
It's like an igloo cooler and there's a heart in it. They dropped it.
Did you see this?
They dropped it.
He didn't have it in a cooler.
Whoops. Well, this one, yeah.
Yeah, he jumped off the helicopter and runs off and boom.
Well, so we'll find out about it. Happy ending.
Okay.
I want to warn you.
Yeah.
Is it like in Rat Race? It goes out into the desert, rolls around in the sand, and the dog brings it back?
It's not quite that bad.
Yeah, but
5-second rule.
yeah, exactly.
It's different for a heart.
Is it?
Yeah, I think we'll find out what the rule is. But right now, I thought as a quick change of pace, we would go over to the newly engaged Ace Cosby. Ladies and gentlemen, we call it the joke of the day. A bad naming. I apologize. It's
comment.
Really,
How about a comment?
Again, it's the op-ed page of contemporary culture, starring our engineer, Ace Cosby, the man behind the controls.
It's education.
Okay.
I learned that cheese, speaking of food, loves music.
Really?
You know what the favorite music of cheese is?
What?
R&B.
You know, I don't know if Bree stinks, but
Oh, boy.
we have any more Bobby Zimmerman.
This is the one?
You think?
Nah.
Do you want to vote on it? Give it a shot. Okay, why not? Let's see. There's
Here,
Ace.
we got the microphones. Might as well.
Okay, Ace, Chick, Josh, I'm Tom. There's Willie, and there's Patty G in the next room. Enjoyed your song there, Pat, about your friend Tess.
Oh, yeah.
There's Christy Lee right there. Christy's at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Speaking of the Navy, we've been doing veterans requests, and we're going to keep doing them. Got another good one coming up in just a few minutes. Very excited about from the band Da Vinci's Notebook.
Love the military. Thank you for your service, each and every one of you.
Yeah, indeed. Did I mention that Josh is at his base, his post, the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair?
Mm-hmm.
There's a possibility we may have the I Hate Steven Singer singers in next week. We're plotting something. It's
Keep them warm.
It's gotten a little complicated. It involves trucks and heaters.
I hope they just say no. I hope they go no.
I would.
No.
Man, hell yeah.
You're out of your mind.
November.
Okay, fine.
I didn't have to be here? Oh, my Lord.
I mean, we could vote you off the island.
That's fine. Yeah. Let me know.
Okay.
Give me the results.
Okay.
Sweetening up your drink over there?
Yeah.
We all hear it.
Yeah.
Just get a little closer to the mic.
My
We
God.
did that, we'd be asked to leave.
There it is.
That's a big sugar packet.
Well, what's that sound? Who's making that? Oh, it's me.
The papers?
Oh, yeah. What a jerk.
It's Al Jackson's fault. He got me thinking about coffee. So
And then I'm in the bathroom, the
Yeah.
toilet's flushing,
Yes.
and I hear him sneeze, the loudest sneeze I've ever heard.
It shook the windows.
Just going,
And it was wet.
just
Yes.
going everywhere.
It sounded like it felt amazing.
And you,
was very
you
good.
didn't have your mask on.
I whipped the mask off because you don't want to sneeze into the mask.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. That's why you wear
That's
it.
why you wear the mask, you idiot.
What in God's name do we do?
Josh had a story about this. When all this started, you're walking into Home Depot, right? And the guy next to you, and he takes the mask off. And what did you say to him?
I said, sneeze into the mask, and then something I can't say on the air.
Exactly.
And he looked at me and he gave me the finger.
Why do you think you wear it, you idiot?
Oh my God.
We're all gonna
Oh my God. You have reached the apex, the acme of stupidity.
Yeah, that's like a...
You
Congratulations.
put in new filters. You have freaking fans going everywhere.
UV
You
light.
keep the ice, the studio at ice cold, and then you do that.
I was by myself in the middle of nowhere in the building.
How long do those droplets last in the air?
That you tell us every
Yes,
7 seconds.
every day.
They're currently being circulated by the fan.
Yeah, blown into our mouths.
Chick's leaving.
No, he's not leaving. He's just going to adjust the thermostat.
You are nuts.
Josh, why'd you puke on the floor? If I threw up in the trash can, it'd mess it up.
Tom, I was literally 10 inches behind you.
That was Mark Knight. That was the great Mark Allison coming in to inform us.
Oh my God. What a lunatic.
Sorry.
It sounded like a good sneeze, though.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere. I almost dropped the coffee.
Mini orgasm. Yeah, they're the best.
Wow. Anyway.
I almost dropped coffee.
Yeah, you need a cigarette?
I don't want to sneeze in your mask. What the hell is it for then?
I love sneezing in my mask.
It's fun.
You ever burp into your mask and it comes back to haunt you?
I have.
It's really bad. Yeah.
That's awful.
No, I didn't realize Mark was right behind me. I ducked down.
You don't realize the things you don't realize.
Do you guys do this? Sometimes I'll pass my dad in the hallway in this building, and he's going around the corner, and he's holding a coffee, he's looking at a phone, coming in fast, and I just have to go, it's William, your son, I'm right here. I'm 10 feet in front of you, 8 feet in front. I'm right here now. I'm here, Dad. Dad, I'm right here.
Okay, sorry.
You know what you do to me it's strangely insulting. I get what you're doing, but every time it happens, when I walk past him and he's holding a coffee, he covers his coffee with his hand.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like I'm Pigpen from the Peanuts.
What a filthy person. Look at this filthy stranger coming at me.
That's absolutely true.
I know.
And I'm wearing a mask and everything.
It doesn't matter. Your body's exuding poison.
You are the weirdest person that we all know. Does that tell you anything?
You've been talking to Kelly?
I love it. I love
Let's
it.
go. Let's go. We
were here before Kelly, okay?
Yeah.
You've been weird a long time, brother.
Well, she heard your idea about calling in. She's maybe on board. Maybe a terrible idea. Let's see. Where
I think it'd be a great idea.
Oh, I'd love that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's tough enough getting
Kelly's
through 20.
Corner. We could call
It's hard enough getting through 2020 without everybody getting involved.
Yes.
Yeah, you know that. Yeah, that's the thing about being in love. You have to involve somebody else. That's the worst, right?
Well, not in Tom does take it worse than any of us. He doesn't need that phone call in the morning.
Well, I mean, just where do you draw the line, you know? One day Kelly's calling in, and then the next day probably one of your kids is, sorry, never mind. Keep my mouth shut. Good to see you, Dad. Fun day at work.
I'm glad to have you here.
Good Lord.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here on this, the 9th of November. Let's see now. I didn't really introduce everybody before. He's got his Raiders cap on. Sorry, Ace. It's Ace Cosby, our engineer. Chick McGee's across the way. He's a Washington Football Club fan.
How about you?
Sorry, Chick. It's Josh Arnold sitting in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
You got that right, pal.
There you go. How are those St. Louis Cardinals doing? Oh, sorry.
That's mean.
Not even mean. It's meaningless.
Puzzling. You know, Washington football's
St. Louis Rams. Oh, sorry.
Washington football quarterbacks are quickly turning into spinal tap drummers.
Yeah,
I can tell you
We'll
that.
get to that in a second. Christy Lee at the perfectly proportioned head and body at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
Let me ask you something.
Well, there's been some speculation that Christy's head's
Why
too
has
small
this
for her
all of
body.
a sudden become an important talking point with you? You always like to say now her head's tiny, but that goes with the rest of her body.
Yes,
I don't understand.
I just want people to be clear on that, because it would be very weird if she.
Yeah, we don't want to mention
the
that.
body of Dick Butkus and a little teeny tiny head.
Well, that would be weird.
Willie G is right there. Patty G's right there. This is Tom speaking. Hello.
What's
again.
going on, Will?
I'm just, doing some fantasy football trades over here.
All
Getting
right,
stuff
cool.
done.
Very
Did you have a
nice.
good weekend, Willie?
Oh, yeah, real fun. What about y'all?
She meant with fantasy football. A little bit.
I did. I won. The Colts lost, but I feel good. You know, as a manager, it's important to make sure risky plays. I consulted with my older brother, Samson. He came over for a little consultation.
did he?
Yeah, things worked out for old Will this time.
Good. Fortune favors the bold, doesn't it? Yeah.
I'm a brave guy, Josh.
Now, on a different note, we were discussing the romantic life of our engineer, Ace Cosby. Besides being the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, Ace has announced that he is going to be getting married at some point in the future.
Thus breaking hearts of women across the nation.
Of course.
And blessing one.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I have a question.
Yeah.
How much longer do we congratulate him before it gets awkward and he's not married yet?
Yeah.
Well, like
you're
6
gonna-
months, a year, 2 years. He's already said we got to get through the pandemic, so I'm looking at
Makes
22 already.
It makes sense.
Being optimistic, 2022. So we can't do this every day.
Well, I have to start preparing because Ace has very kindly asked me to be the officiant at the wedding. As you know,
Is the sponsorship going?
Licensed to do this. Ace, of course.
I give you $50 not to get married. How about that? Right now.
I hate the ideal of
cash.
I hate the ideal of a cash bar at a wedding.
if those are called ideas, but either way.
I think it should be BYOB, no?
What about, but is no one going to draw attention? My dad officiating this might be the worst idea you've ever had, Ace.
Do you remember when he did the graduation speech?
Oh, Sam's graduation?
Yeah. He worried about that for, I don't know, 6 weeks, every day. He's like, I have to work on my speech. And it was unbelievable.
He made an incredible speech.
Sure.
Very touching. I might have teared up a little bit. I will say, though, he did leave immediately after the speech. He didn't stay to watch the rest of the graduation. So, Ace, after you say I do, he might just peace out.
Oh, especially if Ace has a cash bar. I mean, I'm not going to pay $6 for a soda water.
You've officiated a wedding before.
Yes, I have. No, and I'll tell you what, it's a very tough crowd, as is a graduation, because you've got grandma and grandpa, and then you've got the kid. You've really got to hold their attention. Ace has been very kind asking me, and he just asked me to make it a little bit different. He wants me to somehow weave the Las Vegas Raiders and Kiss into the vows, and promise not to mention Freddie and the Dreamers. So I'm working on it.
What odds? What are the odds that Ace has? Well, he will have a cash bar, I guess, won't you?
No. BYOB.
Yeah, right.
No, I did.
That's better than a cash bar.
That's better than a cash bar.
Everybody brings
I gave him the name
Have
of
cooler, will travel.
That's right.
I gave him the name of my lawyer so he can get a prenup to protect his coupon portfolio.
Sure.
He's, of course, a big coupon clipper. Does your fiance, is she big on the coupons also?
No.
Oh, okay. Does she understand that your reverence for the world of couponing?
She does.
Okay, good to know.
Does the idea of an elopement, I mean, you can go to Vegas, see a Raiders game, and then get married?
There you go.
That's perfect.
Oh, you can't go to a Raider game this year. There's no crowds there.
Right, but you're planning on waiting for your wedding anyway, right?
Yeah. 2022 is what I'm saying.
You guys
I think that's being
you're trying to cut out my gig?
I'm just saying it might end up being a cheaper affair.
Yeah, how much you going to want to officiate?
It would be for Ace. Of course, there would be no fee involved.
Oh, is that right?
He loves free.
He likes, that's right.
I'll let
He
you know
loves
where we get registered.
Buy me a wedding, Tom.
Okay. I'm sorry. We have to move forward here, and we have some great letters. If you want to send us an email, how do you do that, Josh?
Oh, my gosh. Email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com. Use our app if you like, or text us. My goodness, 1-8...
this is the best part of the show.
It's 888. When I threw the 1 in, it threw me 888-262-8661.
There we go. Thank you
I get 69 cents per
also,
text.
if we want to go to the mailbag quickly, this is a really nice letter. My 80-year-old mother gave me a brand new bottle of Brut for my birthday a few weeks ago.
Nice.
She was so excited to get Brut. By the way, is what a 1960s era
70s,
men's cologne.
60s, 70s.
My grandmother was so excited to give it to me. When I took it out of the gift bag, she said, "This is the cologne Elvis Presley used."
The message has been found 110 years after it was sent by a carrier pigeon. Back in September, a couple discovered the message in a field while hiking in France. And then the other story is a 2-year-old racing pigeon from Belgium named New Kim,
Who has died?
has recently been crowned the world's most expensive pigeon. Your thoughts?
Take a guess how much the pigeon went for.
$1 million.
More.
Oh, my God.
1.5 million.
We'll find out about those things coming up. But I understand, Pat, you got a friend there who's got a pigeon story?
Of course. Frank here. How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey,
Frank, how
Chairman.
are you?
I love birds. You guys know that.
Of course.
When I lived in Palm Springs, I had a lot of birds.
Yeah.
How about that?
Nice.
And I sang about them.
Real nice.
Hey, you shut up over there.
Very hostile.
Sorry.
I don't need to be heckled by you.
Sorry, Frank.
All right, no problem. Jilly, calm down. He's good people. Pigeons. I've had a few. And a cockatoo. And a pretty parrot. Lovely plumage. I put my birds in a doobie zoo. And Julie fed them steak, peas, and carrots. How about that? Pigeons want to live a life that's full and crap on cars on the highway. So I opened up their cages and let them fly away.
thank you, Frank.
Lovely.
That's great.
Excellent. Thank you.
You had some other types of birds, though, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Didn't you have some egrets?
Egrets. I had a few, actually.
You think of Mr.
But
Pigeon?
then again,
There's a few to mention.
You think Mr. Pigeon comes home and tells the wife, "Boy, the messages were heavy today." You think he has
I think so.
Long day. At
We'll get to the pigeon hunk coming up.
I thought you were going to go with the new Kim in the pigeon story.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Hey, let him pick whatever pigeon story. You don't want to pigeonhole him.
Oh.
Pigeonhole.
Yeah, sorry to bother you. Okay.
Pigeonhole.
Just making a joke.
having a good time.
Having fun over here.
That's all that's about.
Now, coming up later on in the show, it'll be Kostaki Economopoulos with his NFL commentary and his brand new feature. Kostaki has something new that he's doing where you can actually participate with the comedy, if you will. It's called... what is it? Line? All Pro Lines. There you go. Thank you very much. Now, Mr. McGee, what have you got over there?
The Patriots win with no time left. They kick a field goal, 30-27, and that's it, kids. That's sports. Hope have a good.
The Jets continue the.
Jets are 0-9.
Who's their coach?
They're leading the pack, and that guy Adam Gaze. He has those weird.
Stare.
He does. No, remember he had a meme. There was a bee flying around him at the press conference because he was doing his eyes were darting around the room.
I feel bad for him.
You would.
Well.
Okay, could we move on here? Thank you very much.
That's it. There you go. Whatever you do, always go ahead. Be a good sport. Go ahead.
Matt, well, should we do the pigeon hunk now?
Sure, feel free. Oh, wait a minute. Can't do it.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Hi, Floyd.
Floyd, how are you?
I've enjoyed your pigeon program.
Thank you very much.
Boy, it's amazing what pigeons can do, when they put their minds to it. Delivering that mail. And I also heard you talking about deviled eggs quite a bit today.
Yeah, they're apparently very popular in some states as a sign.
Oh, I kicked a shine and heard y'all going back and forth on deviled eggs. I've never been too high on the deviled eggs, but they claim there's wholesome goodness in every bite.
They're delicious. I love them, Floyd.
I've always thought deviled eggs kind of look like unborn twice-baked potatoes when you think about it.
Good point.
Yeah.
I can't disagree.
Big D, my first wife, was separated but still lived together. She used to make deviled eggs regular for Thanksgiving. And she'd always put them in a container overnight. And boy, that next morning when she'd burp that Tupperware, the entire house smelled like my Uncle Virgil when his good foot had gangrene in it.
And that's his good foot.
Yikes.
Yet he was always amazed that everybody bought him new support socks for Christmas, Josh, I believe you offered to talk about your thoughts on universal health.
No, that's not quite what I said.
I don't know if it's time for a conundrum, but here's a thought for you.
All right.
When it comes to pre-existing conditions, would you be willing to cover bad attitudes? Listen to your answer.
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live with the Bob and Tom app. And be sure to tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.